Remember Nicki. In my opinion, I think she saved female hip hop to a certain extent. It was a time after Kim and Nicki where there was no artist, like none really like that, and not the fact that there was really no artist mainstream. Like it was kind of almost had died. Because remember back, in our day, everybody had the free female protege, the Mill, the Little Kim, the Foxy Brown. It was the crew. Then you had to have a female in the crew. Like you had to.
Eve, Charlie Baltimore.
Murder Inc. All that. Like everybody had the female, and that shit died. Then Nicki Minaj, here she come. Little Kim, whatever happened to her? She got so much damn plastic surgery you can't even recognize her no more. But she had a little spat with Nicki Minaj, and next thing you know, Nicki had the game. But then, I think she birthed a lot of these Cardi B's and the Meg Thee Stallions for sure because she kept that flame and going and alive. But I feel like at the end of the day, man, it's just like she don't want to get out the spotlight. She feels like, and it's weird because it's like, it's like sometimes you go off into the sunset. Like Michael Jordan, he retired. He's still the greatest
Of all time.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't intimidated by Kobe coming in. He embraced Kobe. And I'm not saying she got to embrace every artist, but it's just like, let her do her thing, you do your thing, and, y'all can still coexist. Y'all don't got to beef. I don't know what the origin of the beef is. I thought they was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know they was even beefing until the weekend,
Right.
Friday.
Right.
So that is what it is, man. What about what do you feel about her disrespecting Bun B and Pimp C with the whole, the accent, the Southern accent that she depicted?
I'm glad you brought that up. China Rob Butler, Pimp C's wife, had this to say about it because you brought up her name and I had that brought up too, and I wanted to put that up. Come on, man.
Right.
I just had it say Trail Talk that Megan Law has touched the nerve. I see. Oh, and I heard you, Nicki. That shit wasn't funny or cool. So she felt clearly disrespected by it.
Right.
Right. And this is his wife. This is his, direct link to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't even matter what we think at this point. It was disrespectful, and I think that
Right.
I think all is fair when it comes to love and war and beef and hip hop and things like that when it comes to lyrics are concerned. But when you start throwing strays, then people had a right to voice how they feel. And I don't know. I think that overall the song backfired on Nicki and she wasn't ready for any of that backlash that she got. She thought that because Nicki is who she is, because she was throwing out them little innuendos, she was getting a lot of praise that she was going to smack. And all of a sudden, people were just going to fall at her knees, and it didn't happen. And now people are starting to call out some of the lyrics and things. It's like, oh shit! Now,
You gotta be
now
more
I'm
calculated.
backtracking. Yeah,
You got to be more like, I'm sure when Nas did Ether, it was calculated. You know what I mean? When Jay-Z, did the takeover, it was calculated. Like more, you only want dropping a few bars. You should drop fucking bars all song about this chick. Like body her, kind of like Sheether. Like it was no coming back from Sheetha because Remy made sure whether Papoose helped her or not. I think he did, but I don't think he had to. That's two different things. But it put Nicki in a body bag. It was over. There's nothing she could say. And that's if you're gonna do a diss song, that's what you gotta do. You can't do a little couple little lines and expect to body somebody. You gotta go ahead and go all the way in. And Nicki can do it. So I don't know why she didn't do it. But hey, Megan, hey, I gotta give her credit on this one, man. As much as if I had to pick between Megan and Nicki, I'm probably gonna go with Nicki or whatever. But I gotta give Megan her props on this one, man.
yeah, and this will help. This will help a career that definitely needed something like this. It needed a spark.
Ooh, whoa.
It needed a spark, bro.
Megan?
Yes.
You think she was dying?
Hell yeah. And you think
Damn.
about all the backlash that she went through with Tory, and everybody's still speculating about it. Now you got Nicki Minaj joking about it. It's still out there. It was people had turned for a point on Megan. You know what I'm saying? And she had to find her way back. And now her beefing with the Queen and coming out of it victorious will kind of put a little bit of a boost back into your career, maybe a little extra motivation, maybe a little bit of a turn to where that hill now becomes that, you know what I mean, that baby face again, and we can cheer for her, excuse me. So if anything, I think it'll help. It'll definitely help a career that needed it, because Megan was hurting for a second. And no matter what you think about the Tory situation, and I still got my thoughts, I still didn't want to see anything happen to her. I want to see her win, want to see her flourish, want to see her do her thing.
Sure.
She had a lot of growing to do as a child that was living out her life right in front of us with no parents and no guidance and nothing really going on. So you got to keep that in mind and keep that in context. But yeah, man, I wish the best for her. But yeah, that's it.